There are many different types of machine learning problems, but two common ones are supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Machine learning typically involves generating some type of model regarding the problem we're trying to solve. We'll feed data into this model and then try to make predictions. In supervised learning, there are labeled inputs that we train our model on. Training our model simply means teaching the model what the correct answer looks like. So, for example, if we were detecting spam using supervised learning, we might have 100 emails where we know whether or not they're spam. We can use these emails where we know whether or not the email is spam and train a model that can predict whether or not a future email will be spam based on a bunch of characteristics. Maybe its contents or whether or not it has an attachment or things like that. Another example of supervised learning would be estimating the cost of a new house, given that we have a number of examples where we know about a bunch of features, like the square footage or the number of rooms or the location. And we also know how much that house sold for. We could train a model and then predict how much a future house will sell for, given we know all of the same parameters. This is an example of regression. When performing unsupervised learning, we don't have any such training examples. Instead, we have a bunch of unlabeled data points, and we're trying to understand the structure of the data, often by clustering similar data points together. For example, if we were to feed an unsupervised learning algorithm a bunch of photos, it might split the photos into groups. Say photos of people, photos of horses, photos of buildings, without being told a priori what those groups should be. It might not know that the groups are people or horses or buildings, but it can tell that these distinct groups exist.